global warming. It is not a new topic, but at the same time, the topic is always relevant. Even today, the topic of global warming captures or it always creates huge discussions on this topic. It always brings in huge, more and more discussions over this topic. Now, we know that our Earth has been able to generate so many gases in the atmosphere. When we were discussing about atmosphere, we have seen that there are different types of gases in the atmosphere. Like there is oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, so many different types of gases are there. Now, some of these gases are very important for life. Like for example, carbon dioxide is very important for life because it is absorbed by green plants and through this we are getting oxygen as well. But what happened is that after so many years, that is due to heat waves, due to flood, due to fire, due to hurricanes, etc. During 1980s, that is during 1988 and all, in America, they started discovering a phenomena. They started discovering something which is known as global warming. Now, they found out that the warmth or the heat during 1980s was a record, and 1987 was the warmest year in history in US. So this people started researching, people started studying about this, and they found that initially it was due to many conditions like heat wave, drought, etc. But later on, it was understood that this is something different. Global warming is happening throughout the world. How it is happening? Let's just share this, continue here. You can see heat. You can see how Earth is getting heated up. The temperature is increasing. Let's see the meaning over here. It is the rising temperature of the Earth's climate system. Rising temperature of the Earth's climate system. Here, the long-term heating of Earth's climate system observed during the earlier period. It was there earlier also. Since the pre-industrial period, that is between 1850, 900 and all, it was there. And this was mainly due to human activities, primarily fossil fuel burning, which increases heat trapping greenhouse gas levels in Earth's atmosphere. There are certain gases which traps heat, and this heat trapping greenhouse gases were increasing. It is estimated that the global average temperature would increase by at least 1 degree by the year 2030. Now, but we know that we need heat. Sunlight is required. Sunlight is heating up the sea. It is heating up the land. It is heating up vegetation, everything, we know that. And when it is being heated up, the warmed surface of the earth, the hot surface of the earth, it will be radiating heat back towards the space. Now, during this period, several gases will be there in the atmosphere, and these gases will be trapping the long wave radiations. When they are trapping these radiations or heat, that will result in the rise of the temperature. This phenomena is called as global warming. So basically, it is the rising temperature in the earth due to the presence of several greenhouse gases which is trapping the heat. Now, how is this important? Like here you can see, we know that nature helps. Nature has all these different types of gases, and one important thing we have to remember is that global warming is having serious repercussions. Means it is having serious negative impact on the human beings, not only human beings, on the world. Now, what are the different commonly found out causes for global warming? Why it is happening? There are studies which explains that this has increased over years. More use of fossil fuels or burning of fossil fuels, and thereby creating pollution. That also increases the temperature. Deforestation, expansion of agriculture and farming, livestock, and waste disposal, improper waste disposal. Why this livestock is important over here, or methane? Many times, many studies says that the animals, the livestock, especially cow and all, when they are burping, it releases methane into the atmosphere. That is also causing global warming. So due to these reasons, these causes, it all leads to global warming. Fossil fuels, meaning, fossil fuels include petroleum, diesel, all those products. When they are being burned, it releases harmful gases into the atmosphere. It increases the heat in the earth. Deforestation means, as we know, mass cutting of trees, more cutting of trees for industrialization, for creating more areas for you, or utilizing such resources and all. That will also result in global warming. Expansion of agriculture and farming. Of course, when we are expanding agriculture, definitely we will be requiring more space. That will also result in deforestation. All these are connected. Improper waste disposal. Improper waste disposal means when there is no proper treatment, especially electronic devices and all, when it is not properly treated after disposal. It is all this creates, or all these are reasons for global warming. Now, what are the effects of global warming? Effects, or what are the what will happen when it is continuously happening? It will result in extreme weather conditions. We can see that now. Extreme weather conditions. Extreme weather means when it is hot, it is extremely hot. And when it is cold, it is extremely cold. When it starts to rain, it rains in huge quantity. These are all extreme weather conditions. Apart from that, drought, flood, cyclones, and all will become very, very common now. That is, some part of the world will get more rain, some part of the world will go drier and drier, and all this pattern, the regular pattern of the weather will change. That is extreme weather conditions. Biological effect. It will result in extinction of various species in the world. Plants, different plants, animals, and all will be getting affected. Submergence of low-lying areas of the earth. Due to global warming, what happens is that in the polar areas, that is in the pole areas, there are chances that ice will get melted. And due to this melting of polar ice cap, glaciers, etc., the low-lying area will be underwater. Submergence means it will be underwater. And climatic zones will be shifting from one place to another. Sea level will increase. So many such problems will be there. Then, agricultural crop pattern will change. Because of differences, because of variations in the climate, because of variations in the weather, as we have seen, the agricultural crop pattern also will change. This will lead to starvation and struggle for food, shortage of food in the world. Apart from that, it will also result in human health effect. New diseases will be common. Different types of new diseases will be common, as well as it will also affect the nutrition level of the human beings. So global warming is not at all something which is going to be solved soon. It is something which is continuing. And there is no question that people are not aware about it. Most of the countries are aware that, or they are all having opinion that the world will have to take on steps to reduce this. That is, there is no second opinion that all countries of the world have agreed to reduce things, or reduce those things which are creating global warming. That is, remedies against global warming. How to overcome this, or what are the steps which could be undertaken to reduce this? So some of the ways to do this would be switching over to non-conventional sources of energy. Non-conventional sources of energy are those sources which are not polluting the world. Of course, we will learn about non-conventional source of energy in the last module, but before that, non-conventional source of energy are those which include solar energy, tidal energy, wind energy, etc. These are not polluting the environment. So switching towards these sources of energy can be a good option. Second one is afforestation program. Just like deforestation, we know the meaning of afforestation also, planting more trees so that the harmful gases, we can control these harmful gases to an extent. Decrease pollution level of the environment using energy efficient devices. Like for example, when we compare a PC, a tabletop computer and a laptop, tabletop computer is using more energy. Then spreading awareness about global warming that is happening now. That is why more and more people know about the harmful effects of global warming. Sustainable transportation. Sustainable, what is sustainability? That also we will see later, but still as of now, you should understand the meaning of sustainability. Sustainable means, or sustainable development means, development in such a way that our future generations are also able to enjoy the same things in the same way in how we are enjoying now. Like we have water facility, we have clean air, clean water. Like when the future generations are coming, they may not be able to enjoy these things. So sustainable development is something which helps us to keep things in minimum level so that the future generation also will be able to enjoy. Sustainable transportation, one example we can say that using carpool is one way of actually helping in reducing the pollution. Using public transportation is another very important one which will help in reducing pollution. Then responsible consumption and recycling. Responsible consumption and recycling means using those things which are eco-friendly, we can say, to an extent. So that from our side as a responsible individual or a responsible citizen, we can take some efforts in helping the environment. Now, apart from these remedies, there are many other things also like known as carbon credit, and that all these are happening at the international level. In order to reduce this global warming, many countries have come forward. They have also entered into several agreements. One very famous agreement is about Kyoto Protocol. It is known as Kyoto Protocol. That also we will see later. Kyoto is the name of a place in Japan. And it's a very famous one. Well-known protocol. Protocol means an agreement which has been created and agreed by almost all the countries in the world. And what they have agreed, they have all agreed or they have all committed themselves to reduce these greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are those gases which are actually affecting the environment. So they have developed so many ideas, developed so many programs in order to bring it into practice. Not only this Kyoto Protocol, there are several other agencies also throughout the world, several other NGOs, governmental agencies, non-governmental agencies, which are all coming forward against global warming. Like we can say that many companies, there will be many policies initiated by the government, and they also allocate funds for such programs. Like for example, we can say setting up solar projects, setting up windmills for tapping wind energy, shifting to such kind of non-conventional sources. All these are actually helping in one way or the other against global warming. Now, here you can see so many animals, so many species around the world gets affected if this process is going to continue. So, global warming is actually helping in. This is one way to create awareness, we can say. Global warming is happening, it is happening throughout the world, but it actually helped to create awareness amongst the people how we should not indulge in activities which are harmful to the environment. It is a kind of realization which has come among the people's mind. Now, people will be more and more conscious about it. Earlier, people were not aware about it. Years and years before, people were not aware about it. But now we can see how people are becoming more and more educated, how people are becoming more and more aware about climate change, When you might have observed when people are saying, especially when it is extreme weather conditions and all, how many cyclones the countries are facing around in the world. The number are increasing actually. All these are happening because of disruption in the normal pace of the nature. And who is disrupting? Of course, human activities. Human activities to an extent is responsible for these things. Of course, we need industrialization, we need development, but it should not be at the cost of damaging the world, damaging the earth. So one thing we have to remember is that there are so many different types of gases in the atmosphere, as we have seen earlier. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and all. Nitrogen is that gas which is found in abundant, largest quantity. And then comes oxygen. Then there are so many other gases also. Small amount of vapor gases and all, like carbon dioxide and many other gases. These gases are more responsible for trapping the heat. They are responsible for trapping the long wave heat, long wave radiation, and this is rising the global temperature. This phenomenon, this entire process is known as global warming. And there are different types of radiation. There is short wave radiation, long wave radiation, and all. But this is happening mainly because of human activities, which is actually affecting the world.